In this episode, I'm going to share with you my #1 technique for creating editorial texture, that soft, effortless wave, along with product combos. We'll talk about changing on the fly when the hair's not quite working on set. I'll see you in there. Sam's hair, it's naturally quite porous. There's a medium amount of density and it's sort of on the finer side, but it's quite, individual hair strands are quite puffy and porous. So there was quite a lot of dry ends. So we blow dried with a bristle brush and a hot hair dryer and the nozzle just to compress the hair strand in the cuticle layer and close the cuticle layer and polish up some of those ends a little bit. And then a 1-inch tong, right? It's a very visual technique. Start at the crown, using your fingers, you make a kind of a more or less a triangle, and you work in triangles all the way through, and you lay the hair flat on your hand like so with no elevation and no over direction, and you pinch, you lay the iron on top, and then you just like look at your wristwatch so it gives a half twist in the hair, and then you give it a little half twist around the tong, warm it up, and then you just take it out so it has like a soft undulation. It doesn't ribbon. Right, so the important thing to make it not ribbon is the half twist. So then you just move down the hair shaft, you place the tong in the trough of the hair, palm facing up, pinch, look at your watch so that it gives a half twist. And if you look in here, right there on the apex of the iron or the tong is where the half twist is. And this is the critical part to make it undulate rather than ribbon. And then you just take that out and you see how it undulates rather than ribboning. And so then you just take that and you just go one way and then the other way and then the other way just to smooth the cuticle on those ends and to keep it just, that's the technical term. I will occasionally use the wand. The hair is, like a bit puffy on the ends, then I'll use the tong so that I can actually use the mechanical action of the tongue on the ends to smooth those ends out. Now I want to show you the front because this is the critical part, right? So there's two pieces at the front that you need to take care of when you do this look. Generally speaking, I kind of want it to sweep onto the face and then open up at the eye there. So in order to achieve that, you take a triangle at the front of the head like that, one on either side of the parting, and notice I'm not using any brushes or combs, I'm just using my hands, and you over direct that really strongly almost across to the other side. And then you're going to take your tong and you're going to come across the face, pointing away from the face on the same side that you're working, and you use the same technique. So place the iron, pinch, look at your watch, wrap it over. But you'll notice here I'm a lot closer to the hairline. So what I quite often do is I just take my finger, my middle finger like that, by placing my finger underneath the hair like that, just in case. But you can see what that does, right? So that swoops that way, and then you're going to take the tong and place it in the trough, pinch and wrap with the half twist. Then what you're going to do, once you've warmed that and put that little bend in there, is you're going to just come around, sorry mate, you're going to come around this way and use that technique. But what you're doing is you're taking the iron perpendicular to her jaw so that that ends up as a flat surface facing the camera to make the hair look thicker. So that's the fringe part. And then at the temple, take a triangle like so. So that's a triangle with a diagonal back part, and just use your finger. And then you're going to over direct that back. Put the tong in your other hand. Come from the back of the head forward and over direct that back, and you use the same technique, palm facing up, flatten out the hair, pinch, look at your watch, wrap it over, make sure you've got a little half twist there, and just heat that up, and then move down, place the tong in the trough, half twist, and you notice now there's no tension on the hair at the roots, right? We're using the heat rather than mechanics to do the work. We're using the heat to remove the moisture and reform the hydrogen bonds into a new bent shape so that it lasts. This technique looks super soft and people go, that'll never last. This shit will last all day long, with girls changing multiple times, wind in their hair, on location. It literally lasts all day long. And so then turn your tong into the trough one way, then the other way, and then the other way again. Now, the reason you over direct away from the face at the temple is because you want to open up the face here so the light can get in here and create a nice contour, as opposed to shutting down the face like so by going the opposite way. Use the toe of the brush, detangling it, and it gives you a little bit more control just to go in with the toe of the brush like that. So now I'm just going to put a little bit of sea salt spray. While the sea salt spray is still wet, you hit it with the dry shampoo. And take a warm hairdryer, just dry that product in. And that was a good question. That amount of sea salt spray won't make it crunchy. The sea salt spray has any acrylates. The dry shampoo hits that and disbands them, so it just becomes an extra layer of salty, dusty goodness. It doesn't go crunchy, but it just helps it last all day. And then when we get in there, and we can give it a bit of an extra brush and a little bit of wind, and we can push it around, and we can, you know, whatever we want.
I wanted to go something a bit more romantic. Just wanted to keep it really soft. She's got beautiful eye colour, so I thought putting that peachy colour was going to make her eyes.
So she's putting a little black and white ruffly number that's got the softness of the ruffles and the flowy fabric, but then it's got a bit more of a graphic print, so it stays in within the story of what we've done so far.
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
As I was looking at that, I feel like I want to see more of her. And I love the texture of all the shapes and the colors and the textures. And I feel like I want to see more of this beautiful face. So I figure if I can switch this hair out of the way, but still keep this texture feeling like super effortless, we can see more of her and still get the magic of that energy. So with that side light and the hair falling down on both sides, it's creating these really heavy shadows on one side of the face, and the lighting has a kind of a Renaissance or painterly feel. So by pulling the hair back and allowing the light into that side of the face means that the face is going to look better, the shadows are going to be lighter, and it's going to be more flattering. But to honor that Renaissance feel, I wanted to make sure that we made a shape that felt of the era, but still modern, with a loose, low braid. When it's out, sort of all the hair goes quite shadowy, and the variance between the wispy bits and the light highlighted bits, so it tends to just look like a big block of hair. But by pulling it away, those wispy bits get to be amplified.
We can use the red lipstick here because the rest of the palette is quite subdued, and like we've got the light and dark. So to have that pop of color in super bright light might be too bright, and like, you know, that's the only thing you look at. But in the midst of like the light and dark and shade, it really works. I do love the mood, like the peeking through the veil of the hair.
When I look at these pictures, I think the one on the left, I like her hair. For my personal aesthetic, I like the hair. As a picture, I like the picture on the right because I feel like it's more about Sam and it's a bit more engaging, and I feel more drawn to that as an image.
It's more simple to look at, like you're seeing Sam.